displacement for the weight of the crew. Great Britain, Ireland, Denmark, Switzerland, Germany and Austria. Some great big names here. See the crews sat ready up at the start. Bright blue skies and flat calm water. Ready to be disturbed by these 6 crews getting underway. You see them on their markers there. Victoria Thornley for Great Britain, lane 1. Silver medal in the World Champs last year, that was Sarasota. Sunita Puspura for Ireland in lane 2.
She's going so well.
Yeah. Lane 3, Fjord B. Eriksson of Denmark.
She is sculling out the skin here. Amazing, the Olympic silver medalist from London.
Yeah, Eriksson would be who I'd keep my eye on here. Janine Gemellen of Switzerland, though, arguably high expectation on her shoulders for this race as well.
Race favourite, probably.
Yeah. Anna-Katharina Thiel of Germany. And Magdalena Lobnig of Austria in lane 6, the closest to us.
Yet to find her mojo on this course.
Yeah.
I don't think she, you know, she won in Poznan last year. She's got such a fantastic pace when she just hits that, times that ride on the front end.
Ireland.
Well, here we hear the roll call.
Denmark. Switzerland. Germany. Austria. Attention.
Slightly strange sounding start off as we get underway.
Puspura took her time on the start. The Irish woman just eased off, but she's able really to go pretty quick early on and keep that pace, where she's sometimes, if she's thrown in a quick first quarter, she's off the pace.
Well, it's Lobnig and Thornley on either extreme of the course that I'd see with the best lead from there. Looks to me that is Lobnig we're riding with.
Thornley, we haven't seen that pace from her early on. I mean, she qualified in 3rd place. She was 4th in the semi-final through the quarter, but she's just blasted off, you know. And her coach, Paul Reedy, will have said, get in the race. Lobnig, perhaps we're seeing a different performance from her. Perhaps all these guys, Lobnig and Thornley, were keeping their pace under wraps yesterday in the semis.
It's been a long winter, so we'll see what they've earned over that time. Deep winter training is what gives results and medals in the new year. Vicky Thornley sitting at the lowest rating of all the crews, so she's always been a tall and powerful sculler.
She does. She took a silver medal in this event last year behind this woman with lane number 4 on her boat, Janine Gemellen, the Swiss. She's not going to be phased by being led, the Swiss. Gemellen coached by the British coach Robin Dow. Lobnig again adding so normally Anna-Katharina Thiel, number 5, the Vicky in Leipzig sculler, would lead this event, and I think it shows, you know, how it's moved on this year, because she's not leading. And her coach Angie Nowak, I don't know if this is a new tactic, they've tried to get Thiel to be more conservative in the first quarter. Lobnig to me looks to be hurting a bit. She's such a gutsy sculler. I'm not sure how much she's going to maintain that pace.
No, it's a strong start certainly, but we're not yet at the 500 metres, and there's a strong. Look, the rest of the 5 crews are almost dead level. So Lobnig certainly is first to the marker with a second, 1.3 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. That then all sit within 3/10, arguably, especially if you look at Great Britain and Denmark. 300 separate them.
Thornley's fade from the first 250 to the second 250 of the first quarter must be massive, because she's well back in the field. Gemellen's going to come through to lead Thornley.
Yeah, at the moment I would put Thornley either 5th or 6th in the pack.
Yeah, Magdalena Lobnig, I mean, you know, when she has her day, this woman can fly. She took that bronze medal in the Worlds last year in the unfavoured lane. I think she was right on the far side of the course, had all the waves. The fastest 2 scullers were in the nearest lanes, Victoria Thornley and Janine Gemellen, and Lobnig battled through the rough water. There's Janine Gemellen, the world champion. Won on this course last year, really burst on the scene. Lovely release, isn't it? Effortless. Just look at it. She's really up high rating, but just simple turn of those blades, and the boat flows on.
But there you see she's making a lot of ground against Lobnig, our early leader, as we both expected. She was putting big power in early on, but now
she's the fastest woman on the course, Sam.
Yeah, that lead is just starting to get eaten up as Switzerland comes steaming through the midfield.
Puspura's in it, bow number 2, Sunita Prospera, you know, she has that ability now to rate high. She's rating probably one of the highest, 34 of all the scullers. Actually, you know, Gemelin's up at 35, but Prospera can hold that rate. She's had that ability this year, it seems, in the racing here, just to be consistent over the middle and still find a sprint.
Yeah, we'll see what she can find. We're just coming up on the 1,000. Where are we now?
There's Sunita Prospera with the tricolour on her blades, in contention for a medal.
So, here we go. It's going to be Switzerland through first, followed by Lobnig of Austria. Germany in third. Ireland, that's Prospera, in fourth. Vicky Thornley is fifth for Great Britain. So a bit of a turn up for the books there. We'll see what the second half of this race develops.
So Gemelin's going to win this, and I think Lobnig, if she can hang on, take the silver. Fiubi Eriksson, I still fancy to come through in this race.
At the back of the pack. She's running.
She is, you know, I think she shows some speed. We aren't seeing her bows at the moment. There they are. The bow of 3, Fiubi Eriksson. I just saw that pace in yesterday's
4
semi.
or 5 lengths, isn't it?
Maybe it's taken a bit too much out of her, that semi-final win yesterday.
Well, even as we say that, her bail seems much more obvious in that midfield. That shot there gives a really helpful view of how spread out these crews are. It's probably closer to 4 lengths.
I do think Prospera, though, she showed in that semi-final. She finished second to Ubi Eriksson, but she showed she had the quality through the middle of the course and still a sprint at the end. That's a great scull from Tila. She was more conservative in the first quarter. We're going to see if that means she got the sprint for the Olympic champion in women's quadruple sculls from Rio.
Although Lobnig is doing great work to hang on, currently in second, I would say.
She's so gutsy, this performer. I mean, you know, she's going to dig deep. She's going to have to find something because, you know, they're going to come at her in the last quarter, Sam.
Yeah.
Look at Gemelin out there, so smooth.
Gemelin, it's now her race to lose.
Look at the stern of that boat. Can you see a check on it as it comes to the front end where the blades go in the water?
Barely a movement.
He's kind of got to just weight off the feet, just really, so almost the boat won't be slowing down till almost the very minute the blades go in.
Yeah.
And you know, there's no weight on the feet to slow that down.
It's a much rounder stroke, isn't it? It's much less disjointed. So
Robin Dow done a fantastic job with that sculler.
Lobnig still holds on to second place. Ireland in third, that's Prospera making the charge. Vicky Thornley now in fourth place.
Gemelin, you know, that is how to scull, isn't it? Beautiful, up high at rate, you know, she's not quite as high as Robbie Manson, the Swiss sculler, but rated 36, he likes to go at 38, but similar technical expertise. Prospera is sculling out of her skin. She's going to take Lobnig. I think Prospera for Ireland could go one better than the O'Donovan brothers and win a silver medal.
It looks that way. There's, what, 3.5, 4 metres separates those two crews as they really start to pile it on now. It looks, as you say, as though Prospera should make the move. She's 36 strokes a minute. That's pretty high and
looking
pretty
across the whole time as well, isn't she? She's just checking where Lobnig to Prospera. Lobnig's found an extra gear. That's what I mean about how gutsy she is.
You see Vicky Thornley in pursuit as well.
4.6 metres a second. Lobnig is the fastest moving sculler on the course, Sam.
Well, she's got a lot to lose. It's her race to hold on to now for second. So she already got that silver medal around her neck, and all she's got to do is hold the rest of the crews off.
She's going
look at it
right
pile up.
Yeah, absolutely. What a fantastic race. Victoria Thornley, the British silver medalist for the World Championships last year, in this event, out of it at the moment.
She's got ground still to make up against Prospera, and I just don't think she's got water enough left to pull that out the back. It's close across the field as these 6 crews come piling in towards the line. Certainly Janine Gemelin of Switzerland, that is well deserved indeed, as she holds calmly the front of the field, although even Gemelin picking up the rate, she's up to 35 to hold off this.
Prospera coming back, is that? Prospera's come back again.
I would say that's Prospera.
Oh, short stroke from Lobnig.
That's Prospera ahead of Lobnig.
Oh yeah, she knows it as well.
Yeah.
The 35-year-old.
And then I would just
sculler.
put Vicky Thornley there ahead. I think of Anna-Katharina Thiel of Germany, and Fiubi Eriksson, I think, stayed in 6th to the line. Yeah, there we have it. I've got Janine Gemelin in first, Sunita Prospera in second place. Massive effort from her to close that up in the last probably 250 metres. Excellent stuff from her. We've seen strong finishes before, but that a silver medal there to add to the Irish haul. Third place, Magdalena Lobnik by a quarter of a second in the end.
She shortened up, she looked across and knew that Sunita Puspura. I kind of thought Lobnik had it, but then, you know, Puspura just, you know,
just
so good
apart.
for her coach, Sean Casey, formerly of Reading University.
Yeah.
And he's done a great job. She's worked with a lot of coaches, Sunita Puspura, over the years. Adrian Cassidy, one of them.
There you see Lobnig on this side, but Vicky Thornley on the far side, who in the end came home in 5th place. She had a strong start, but it was too much too soon. At 1,000 metres, we already had our 1st and 3rd place. You see Puspura's bow way back over on the far side in lane 2 with a lot of work to do, but get it done she certainly did.
Plenty of patience at the front end of the stroke, Gamelan. She's shortened up a little bit there, but she could see the charge.
Yep.
Kept clear water distance.
Great stuff.
It was exciting, that, wasn't it?
So we're going to be joining the men's 8 victory ceremony now. First, the results of the A final. Janine Gamelan 7:22.78, 2.5 something seconds ahead of Sunita Puspura of Ireland, quarter of a second ahead of Magdalena Lobnig of Austria.